Super Tuesday presented by Progressive, and it should be a good one. Cool story. This young man, what he must be thinking about. 3 years as a part of the Gonzaga program. Dominic Harris comes back to the kennel in a visiting uniform for the first time. Lots of friends still here. He was a very popular player among his teammates, among the fans in Spokane. He and his Lions going to try to pull off an upset in front of the packed and loud kennel tonight. It's a big game in the WCC. LMU on the road to take on the Zags. St. Mary's the only undefeated team left in the WCC. Santa Clara Gonzaga 1 game out. LMU lurking 3-4, but probably better than that record would indicate. Hi everybody, Dave Fleming, Sean Farnham, as we pan down from all the students who are so excited for this one and welcome you inside the kennel. Look, it's about more than one player, but it is a cool story. Dom Harris didn't play much when he was here with the Zags. He's turned into a really good player for LMU.
Last year there was a hashtag #FreeDom. Well, he's been freed up, and this year he's playing with a lot of confidence. He told me that it's going to be awkward coming back. It's going to be a little bit emotional. He said he planned on listening to some music, calming those nerves to get ready. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the country, and he is the best three-point shooter in the WCC.
And meanwhile, for Gonzaga, current WCC Player of the Week, Graham Ike, much different skill set than Dominic Harris, but playing really well.
They got to play through the inside today, and to steal Coach Seth Greenberg's line, the game before the game, well, the game before the game for the Gonzaga Bulldogs is this one right now, because St. Mary's is coming to town on Saturday. You and I will both be here for that. They got to establish the low post presence of Graham Ike early tonight.
So here we go. Always fun inside this building, and it's a really good point. No looking ahead. The Gales are coming on Saturday. Huge game, but LMU is capable of the upset. In fact, the last time they were here on this floor last year, they ended Gonzaga's 75-game home winning streak. The very first possession of the night, though, LMU turns it over.
And just off balance. I mean, feet were crossed, almost falling down. You cannot afford to do that. A very different looking starting lineup, by the way. A couple games ago, Ben Gregg came in for Dusty Stromer. He's done a really good job. Second on the team in rebounds since he became a starter. Ryan Nembhard feeling much more comfortable in this offense, limiting his turnovers.
That has been a positive change for Gonzaga. Zags, as Nembhard misses the shot, rebound LMU. Gonzaga's not as deep as we're used to seeing. LMU, a team that thought they were going to be deeper. They've had some injury issues, but a very capable starting five. Nolan Hickman against his good friend blocks Harris's first shot.
The hugs and the secret handshake that we saw when Dom walked on the floor, that's now all gone. Yeah. These two are going to be going after each other tonight.
Time to compete, guarding one another, at least at the outset. Ike's not going to shoot a lot of outside shots. Hickman's going to lob it to Ike, who throws it down. An emphatic first basket of the night. Alex Merkfaladze launches up a three, and he hits it. He had a quiet game on Saturday. LMU went right down to the wire against St. Mary's, but lost on the road. Tough back-to-back road games at St. Mary's and at Gonzaga.
Yeah, he only had 3 points in that game against St. Mary's. They need him to at least get to his average. Nolan Hickman, by the way, he's starting to play with a little bit of swagger and a little bit of bounce. And we show that they went viral last week, him in front of the student section doing the dance with him before the start of the game. I think this Gonzaga team needs to find its inner spirit again. You know, it just really takes some of the pressure, the outside noise off their shoulders, and just enjoy the game of basketball. Talented group.
Anton Watson steals the ball away and then throws up kind of a wild shot, but he got fouled. Head coach of the Zags, 702 wins in the history of college, now 703 in the history of college basketball. Only Adolph Rupp got to 700 faster than that guy.
Just amazing the run that they've had, and we mentioned 143 consecutive AP polls that they were ranked in. That went over like 7-8 seasons.
Yeah.
You know, so when they fall out, now all of a sudden everybody starts to talk, right? And the chatter gets a little bit louder, because as we turn the calendar to February coming up here, this is usually the time of year we're like, hey, are they a 1? Are they a 2 seed? That's what we've been saying for the better part of the last 10 years. They're 15-5, 6-1 in conference play, and you would think that the sky has fallen. It certainly has not. But the way that this team goes about it and the way they have to win games is different than what we've seen. And with that, I think people start to question a little bit the non-conference schedule and the lack of quality wins.
Tom Harris, I'm surprised, getting booed, as the students here love this guy.
They cheered him when he got announced, though.
Didn't take long.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. Shot clock winding down. Johnson just heaves it up. Didn't even come close to hitting the rim. Now there's Stan Johnson. Can't be totally thrilled with the first few minutes from his team. 4th year. He's done a good job at LMU.
You have to be more aggressive. You cannot play passive against Gonzaga, in particular on this floor.
Will Johnson played really well at St. Mary's. Kind of a shaky start for him tonight, so he comes out. And a very talented guy, Juice Hill, transfer from LSU, is in for LMU. Hickman is looking for another lob. Instead, bounces it into Ike and scores again with the foul.
Hickman's doing a nice job distributing the basketball, making the right read. Second time they've got him to the high post and make an easy dump down. The first was a lob for a dunk, and that time good pin and seal on the switch. Tom Harris had no opportunity there to stop Graham Ike.
You and I were here last week. USF challenged the Zags. Ike made his free throws a big factor in Gonzaga's win.
Well, and they gave him the ball in the second half. So they,
7-0 run for the Zags. LMU's offense has been ragged so far. Merkvilladze passed up the three to dunk it down. What a move.
I just was saying that you can't play hesitant. You can't play on your heels. That certainly wasn't. That was on your toes.
Been around the program for a long time. LMU's got some experience. They've got some size. Kelly Leah-Pepe was guarding Anton Watson there. Some of the most famous hair in college basketball. He's been with LMU for 5 seasons. Down low, they lost Ike, and he'll go back to the free throw line. How do you lose him?
No communication. You get caught in rotations. Nobody's talking. Nobody talked really on this one. The blow by Ben Gregg got caught flat-footed. And Graham Ike late in the contest. What a beautiful finish that was. But you can't lose Graham Ike in the inside if you're LMU.
No.
I think great recognition by Mark Few's team early to get him involved. And what that will do is it'll naturally start to collapse the defense a little bit, because now you're going to overcompensate for it, right? And then that'll leave guys on the outside, hopefully opening up a higher quality three-point shot.
Made 1 of 2. He's got 6 early points. Gonzaga's got a 10-5 lead.
No three-pointers attempted, and I think that's a smart play for a Gonzaga team that has not shot the ball excessively well from beyond the arc.
Hill, crossover, pull up, good.
He's fluid. He's got some bounce to him.
One of the fastest players in college basketball.
Is that why his nickname's Juice?
There is a reason. Ike.
I heard there was some confusion.
Ike kind of feeling it. Threw a bounce pass off of Leah-Pepe, though. That's a Gonzaga turnover. A bad pass by Hill. Watson steals it away. Anton Watson, Leah-Pepe kind of held his ground, and they're going to say a foul on the floor.
You cannot throw straight line passes across the top of the key against Gonzaga with Anton Watson closing out if you want to pull off an upset. Last year, they didn't make that pass.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Progressive Insurance. Bundle home and auto and save. Visit progressive.com. Kind of what Sean was talking about. Nolan Hickman coming into his own, and he's off to a good start tonight. Already 2 points, 2 assists, a block. Doing a little pregame dance with the Gonzaga students. If Nolan Hickman plays like he has started tonight, that will go a long way, Sean, for the Zags to avoid the upset that happened here on this court last year.
I touched Stan Johnson and we said, you know, Coach, how were you able to get done? He goes, well, Cam Shelton's pretty good first and foremost. He hit some big shots and some big moments. But he felt like the key was their ability to rebound the basketball. They held their own there. They did not allow Gonzaga to get out in transition. And they had 1 point win, which was a huge win for LMU a season ago on this court, and snapped a 75-game home win streak last year. And LMU had not won in Spokane since 1991 or beaten a top 10 opponent since 1961. Significant.
Yeah, amazing. And I think for Stan Johnson, the expectation was that this year was going to be another big step forward for various reasons. At least according to the record, that hasn't really happened. I think LMU is better than that 10-11 record would indicate. EK double teamed out of the timeout.
Good idea.
Was wide open.
I think you've got to take your chance and you have to double team because otherwise it's going to be too huge of a night.
Watson goes right to the basket.
Everything's going to the rim right now for Gonzaga. Can we show those highlights? Drew Timme was in those highlights.
Yeah.
Drew Timme's on crutches. Fractured his foot.
Oh, no.
So, thoughts to Drew Timme as he's going to be recovering from an injury. He's watching tonight, by the way.
I bet you he's watching.
No, he is. He texted me. I want to just know, like, you know, he doesn't usually hear us. So I wonder what Drew Timme thinks of Dave Fleming and Sean Farnham now that he hears us.
I'm not sure I want to know. Ben Gregg, good hustle play after his old teammate Dom Harris fumbled the ball away. So that's another turnover. Sean, LMU has had 5 field goal attempts and 5 turnovers.
And yet is only down 5 points.
In 5 minutes.
I mean, that's a lot of 5s, Dave.
Too many.
Too many for me. It's like all the people doing the math to figure out how 13 works with the Super Bowl for Taylor Swift now that it's been set.
Extra pass, Dusty Stromer wide open, came up way short on the 3. So here comes LMU, maybe a little advantage.
They need to get Stromer going. In warm-ups today, he shot the ball well. He's been guiding it a little bit too much, but they need to get him to shoot the ball with some consistency off the bench. Bench production has been extremely limited for Gonzaga. The last 2 games, only 10 points off the bench, Dave.
Now they're calling a foul, and I think against Hickman. Michael Greenstein, one of the officials, gave the universal signal for he grabbed his leg.
Nemhard was the one that they...
Oh, Nemhard.
But it is a storyline here for this Gonzaga team, the lack of depth and the lack of production coming off the bench.
Yeah. So different from so many of the great Zags teams. Now Watson goes for the steal on the inbound pass, and he commits a foul.
That's one you just got to let go if you're Anton Watson. He's very aggressive. He's already gotten 2 steals tonight. He's second on the all-time list here behind John Stockton in career steals.
Clock at 10. 3 from the corner is good. Merkviladze, what a beginning for him. He's keeping LMU in this game.
He's got 8 of the 10 right now. I mean, he has been sensational. And they found him in that corner twice already.
Hickman crossover move, in and out, no good. Now Harris from way outside, too strong. Offensive rebound tipped around, ball's on the floor. Merkviladze stolen by Watson. Great anticipation. He'll go to the basket and lay it in.
Anton Watson, as active as any player in college basketball, just always seems to put himself in the right position. Ball on the floor, the anticipation, and then the ability to finish. He's as good in the open floor at finishing with a downhill speed and burst as anybody in the country.
It's been cool to watch his career progress. Harris tried to throw it down low. Bad pass, another LMU turnover.
When LMU shoots the ball, they're pretty good, 50%. The problem is, that's 7 turnovers already.
And they got killed in the turnover game this weekend against St. Mary's. Now a foul on the floor, so they're committing fouls and turning the ball over.
Nine of the 14 points for Gonzaga have come off of turnovers.
Could have beaten St. Mary's on Saturday night, had a -9 turnover differential. That Stan Johnson told us that was a difference in the game. Cost us the game. Nembhard down the lane. Nembhard with the left hand, missed it. Great move, just couldn't finish. Hill down low. That was another bad pass and another turnover.
It's getting to a point right now, well, you might want to call another timeout. I know there's one coming up in 48 seconds once he gets to stoppage of play. But LMU has got to settle down. They're getting deep penetration, trying to flatten out the defense, and then you're just rifling the ball, jumping in the air to make a pass. They have been so careless with the basketball in the first 8 minutes of this game.
8 turnovers. Hickman again. Nolan Hickman, aggressive. You spotted it in the first minute. Everything for Gonzaga to the rim.
They've only attempted 1 3-point shot so far.
Harris just fumbled it away. Ball was right in his hands and he lost it. It's getting ridiculous. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this.
I was just going to say, Dave, I can't remember the last time I watched a game where a team on the road has more turnovers than shot attempts.
Ike scores
8 minutes into the game.
And Sam Johnson couldn't wait anymore. He called that timeout that you were talking about.
His team's got to settle down. If they can't figure it out and they're just going to turn it over all night long, the Zags are going to go ahead and roll away with this one. Zags playing well, shooting 64%. Everything coming at the rim for the Bulldogs.
And look who's going to join us when we come back. The commish. 8 minutes in, Gonzaga's got an 8-point lead over LMU. It's a big game in the West Coast Conference. You know that it's a big game when the commish shows up. It's been quite a year for everybody around college sports. All the changes coming, conference additions, realignment. The WCC, pretty big news that next year Oregon State and Washington State in basketball and non-football sports are going to join the West Coast Conference. We thought we'd have Stu Jackson on with us to talk about that and a number of other issues. But it's your first season as the WCC commissioner, full basketball season. How are you enjoying the job?
Well, I'm enjoying it, particularly in this environment. I mean, this is great. This is the first time I've actually been to a Gonzaga game, and you know, I'm not disappointed, that's for sure.
What do you think about the kennel? The students in the atmosphere, pretty unique. What do you think about them?
They lack energy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
You want them to pick it up a little bit?
No, it was great. I was mesmerized standing in the tunnel there, just watching them pregame.
Yeah.
Really just fantastic to see, and as good as any in the country.
I mean, you get a sense for why it's so hard to beat this team on this floor. All you have to be in here is for a couple minutes to know how difficult it is.
Well, it may have a little bit to do with the talent on that other bench as well as the coach. But yeah, certainly the students contribute.
We showed all the conference realignment stuff. We don't have to get into detail about it, but it was big news however long ago it was, a few weeks ago, when you guys announced that at least for a couple of years, Oregon State and Washington State are going to compete in the WCC in hoops.
Yeah, hoops and certainly 11 other sports.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a wonderful opportunity for us that was beneficial to both Oregon State and Washington State while they make some decisions about what they're going to do with football in their conference. And for us, it just adds to the competitiveness of the WCC in a geographic footprint that makes sense for all of us.
Where do you see the WC fitting in the landscape right now in West Coast athletics? The Pac-12 is gone. It's really the Mountain West Conference, the WCC. How do you see this conference growing and maintaining its positioning out west?
Yeah, it's not necessarily a fit geographically so much as just focus strategically on how we're going to continue to stabilize our conference. You know, Sean, it's in this landscape, and the fact that we're a 9-member full-time member conference, that's not a sustainable solution, and we need to continue to focus our efforts on getting more full-time members, albeit that Oregon State and Washington State are certainly going to help over the next couple of years.
Do you see that as a bridge to potential expansion for the WCC? When we talked last year when you got the job at the WCC tournament, you mentioned ideally you'd like to be around 12 teams in the conference.
Yes, our presidents have made that decision that we would like to expand eventually, and there's no timetable here necessarily. You know, in addition, 1 to 3 teams to bring us to 12 at some point. Again, with the affiliations over the next 2 years, it buys us a little bit of time to carefully assess, you know, what the landscape is and assess members as we see fit.
Couple free throws good for the Zags. They lead by 8. We're talking to the commissioner of the West Coast Conference, Stu Jackson, who's had a great career in basketball as an administrator in the Big East, among other places, head coach in the Big Ten, head coach in the NBA. So you've watched a lot of hoops. How is watching your league this year? Give us a sense from a basketball perspective. How do you think the league's doing in hoops this season?
No, I think we're doing well. I mean, and this season hasn't been much different than the others. We're very competitive. I mean, from a metric standpoint, we're sitting with 3 teams in the top 60 in the country in terms of net. And, this league has been a multi-bid league, since 2019, COVID aside, and about 10 years over the last 12. So I suspect that we're having the type of year that it was expected. But, again, our focus is to continue to strengthen this conference into more than a 2-bid league or a 3-bid league, but let's go beyond.
Good defense from the Zags there, so they have the ball. 10:20 to go first half. Leading LMU by 8. And Watson, tough shot with some contact, scored off the glass.
Well, we were talking, we had dinner actually earlier, letting America know we had dinner earlier tonight. But we talked about Anton Watson and his versatility of how he plays and what he means to this Gonzaga program. Seeing him play in person here tonight, what do you like best about Anton Watson's game?
Yeah, he's the first thing I see is a very seasoned player. The fact that he's had a lengthy career here. He's an upperclassman that is very versatile, as you mentioned. He can do it inside. He can play outside. He's a good defender. He appears to be a good leader. And the kind of player that you need to have come tournament time to help you get over the hump.
I think LMU is a good example of how deep and competitive this league is. They're 10-11, 3-4 in league play. They got a lot of talent on the floor, LMU does.
They really do, and as I watch them, the key, it seems to me, is their guard play. The 3 guards that they play, when they are playing good basketball on both ends of the floor, they're very difficult out in a given game. And I just saw them recently at St. Mary's in a game that they were extremely competitive. Unfortunately, finished on the short end of that game, but again, they're a good basketball team.
And before we let you go, good block there, but a whistle and a foul. They're going to call the Zags for a foul. You get St. Mary's here on this court this weekend. That's a pretty big game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about as big as it gets. And, again, I expect it to be a very competitive game early in the season, as both of you know. We were all a little concerned about St. Mary's, but boy, have they gotten it together, winning 8 in a row, and appear to be the team that we anticipated, in the preseason.
LMU off the foul call. Juice Hill, step back, high arcing 3. Leia Pepe offensive rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line.
The human muscle underneath. If basketball doesn't work out for Leia Pepe, I'm pretty sure that WWE will take him. I mean, he's got shoulders for days.
Yeah, or he can play on Sunday.
Yeah, he might be a tight end, edge rusher, something. I mean, we've seen it happen before. Tony Gonzalez played a little hoop back in the day too, but he was always playing football. But
well, Stu, we know you want to enjoy the game. We're not going to keep you any longer, but we like hearing your voice. Keep up the good work. We'll look forward to seeing you as the WCC season rolls on.
Well, I enjoyed spending some time with you, and let's not make it the last time.
Oh, yeah. It will not be.
Well, that definitely will not be.
Stu Jackson, the commissioner.
By the time
of the
we get to
West Coast
Vegas,
Conference.
you're going to be tired of us. I promise.
No way. I never tire of this stuff.
Thanks, Stu.
Okay.
8:40 to go here, first half. 25-16. Gonzaga with the lead. Nolan Hickman hits another 3.
I love what he's bringing to the game right now, Dave. There's like a difference in the way he's approaching this thing. I mean, there's a bounce to him. There's a light, and it is shining here tonight. He's got 10 on 4 of 5 shooting, a couple of assists. He's defending well. He's dialed in.
Guarding Justin Wright here. Justin Wright making his way closer to the basket. Hickman just wouldn't give in. That was great defense by Hickman, and a travel. That's as good as I've ever seen Nolan Hickman play.
Yeah, I mean, couple block shots. He's been all over the place. And what really continues to impress me is he just gets his feet set. He is shot ready. catch and let it rip. The Zags in a rhythm, shooting 67% so far here in the first half. Nolan Hickman, one of the veterans. He's been around. He's seen a lot of wins. He knows what needs to happen. And tonight he came out asserting himself into the offense, taking the easy shot, setting up his teammates, being aggressive, having his feet set from beyond the arc. Outstanding defense. He's got a block shot, a couple of assists, a couple of rebounds, 4 of 5 shooting, and he's got 10 points. But Dave, the story is that top box. I mean, 16-0 in points off of turnovers. LMU 11 turnovers and only 15 shot attempts.
LMU has 11 turnovers. Gonzaga has 1. It's just an incredible differential 12 minutes into this game. And if that doesn't get cleaned up, LMU's got no chance tonight.
Yeah, and they need to get Dom Harris going too. Dom Harris has 4 turnovers, 0 points, and is 0 for 2 shooting. He can't even get open.
Yeah. So the question of how would he handle the anticipation, the pressure of coming back here, wanting to prove something against his old team. Stromer in the corner. Braden Huff off the bench for the Zags in the last couple minutes. Here's Hickman, who sometimes just won't come out of the game. That time stolen away. Good steal by Wright. Johnston 3, in and out, no good.
It's tough to get in a rhythm offensively when you're on the road. It's really tough to get in a rhythm when you're turning it over almost 50% of your possessions.
Good point. You just haven't had a chance to get shots up. Double team, extra pass. Hickman 3. No good this time.
Well, the other thing too is when you turn it over, what are you giving to your opponent? Runouts, transition, not playing against a set defense.
Merkviladze, after setting a screen, shoots the 3, tap back rebound. Huff has it. Huff with the catch from Hickman, scores.
Hickman has done a great job of getting to the logo, the WCC logo in the middle of the paint. He's had all 3 of his assists have come from inside the paint.
This time, Merkviladze didn't shoot the 3. He's open, he'll hit it.
That's his 3rd 3 of the first half. He's the only reason this game is even remotely close right now.
He's got 11 of their 19. Emhart trying to get by Johnston.
That's a foul.
It was a foul. On the floor, no shot. Not just the shooting for Nolan Hickman.
No, the distribution of the ball. Watch, he's got a matchup that he knows he can drive. He does. You've got a mismatch in the paint. Little pivot, beautiful dump down. Same pass that he threw to Graham Ike earlier that Ike got an N1 opportunity off of.
Zags in the bonus now. 17 fouls against LMU. Emhart will miss the front end.
He's had some free throw issues.
Yes.
The Santa Clara game the other night against USF on this floor on Thursday night. Missed a pair down the stretch.
See if Harris can get something to go. Watson rejection, and then it might have gotten off of. It's off of a Gonzaga player apparently.
They have not made anything easy for LMU tonight. Their rotations defensively have been pretty good. I mean, just good awareness.
Ooh, I don't know. That was a bad call. Darren White, the official, said that when it hit Nembhard, he was out of bounds, but he wasn't out of bounds.
No, he was not. But I think if you're Gonzaga right now and a team that hasn't had as much rhythm offensively, like
Pepe's got to shoot. I guess he didn't know.
No, that's another turnover.
I mean, how did you not know?
Because they're not communicating, Dave. The environment is overwhelming them right now. They're not talking out on the floor. They're unsettled. Disjointed is never a word you want used for how you are playing on the road against one of the best teams in your conference.
Ben Gregg traveled, so the extra pass, and instead of shooting the ball, Gonzaga turns it over.
But as much as we talk about these turnovers, the 12 turnovers, LMU's been careless with it, there's no doubt. But Gonzaga has put themselves in the right position at this end of the floor to be disruptive.
Hill matched up with Gregg, uses his quickness advantage, finds Pepe, tough shot, no good.
Good job by Hickman.
Speaking of, there's Hickman to that painted area again. All the way, Hickman, another bucket. Wow, what a first half.
That pass almost went into Gonzaga bench. Hey, LMU, a lot of standing around. Look at their offense. Guys are standing around, not a lot of movement without the ball. All their shots are having to come off of one-on-one moves. It's not in the flow of the offense right now.
Reach around foul. Pepe commits a personal. He's had a tough first half. That's his third personal foul. Man, if you're on the floor with 2 fouls, you can't do that.
No. And especially for an experienced player, I'm sure that's what Stan Johnson is telling him. You cannot put yourself onto the bench and pick up your third personal foul.
Front end of the 1-and-1 for EK. Well, tomorrow night on ESPN, SEC basketball matchup. Number 10, Kentucky, and that high-powered offense hosting Todd Golden's Florida Gators. 8 Eastern on ESPN. Tomorrow, Wednesday.
It was a great matchup the first time, 87-85, the final score. Kentucky
Florida had them, I think.
Yeah, Kentucky did a good job, though, outscoring them off of turnovers 15-6.
Did a little homework, huh?
Yeah. You know me. I'm just trying to stay up with you. You know, you are a true professional, Mr. Fleming.
We still pay attention. We pay attention to everything around college hoops. But Todd Golden had a great run at USF. Short run, but a great run as the head coach here in the WCC, now in the SEC. And Kentucky's offense is just a marvel, except for when they play South Carolina.
We'll see how Tennessee felt against that tonight. You'll see those highlights coming up the half, I'm sure.
Tough shot for a kid who used to play in the SEC. Juice Hill hits the 3. The lead is 10. Ike going to work against Thiemann. Missed the shot. Watson offensive rebound. It went off of LMU.
Impressive first half for Gonzaga. They are playing with energy. They are playing with purpose. And they're up by 10. As long as we're getting rid of the Brock Purdy slander that has been going on across the country.
See, that's why I don't want to answer for you.
You will.
But don't call Brock Purdy a game manager. He's quarterbacking in the Super Bowl.
By the way, what's wrong? No, I'm going with Coach's point.
Come on, Coach.
No, I'm going with Coach's point because I think Coach is meaning that as a positive. And I think that one of the biggest responsibilities of any leader from a quarterback or a point guard position is to manage the offense and how it is run and the orchestration of it. And to Coach's point, you know, a couple games ago, what was it, 3 straight games? Nembhard, 0 turnovers, 25 assists. That is running an offense efficiently. And when you think of Gonzaga, you do think of guards that understand the flow of the offense, how you have to distribute the ball, and how you want to work it. I don't think game manager is a negative thing. I don't take it that way.
It's possible I'm a little sensitive.
You are a little sensitive. You might need you know what, text Seth before halftime and apologize. Coach, he's sorry, trust me. And if he's not, I'll talk to him during the break.
Johnson had a wide open 3, missed it. I am sorry. Ben Gregg goes to the bucket.
You worked it in very nicely. But it is one of those things, like, listen, like, we put connotations to cliche things that we say in sports. And a lot of times we draw negativity around it instead of elevating it. And I think Nembhard has played a great first half. He's 0 for 3 from the field. He has 2 points. He's got a couple of assists, but he hasn't forced anything.
Meanwhile, things going from bad to worse for LMU.
They had a great shoot around in here today. But I'm telling you right now, Dave, they looked so disjointed. They looked like the noise has overwhelmed them. They came out. They were careless with the basketball. You have to value the basketball. And that's what Nembhard has done. That's what Hickman has done. That's what Gonzaga has done. That's their 4th turnover the first half. But a 12-4 advantage. 24 of their 38 points have come in the paint. They've only attempted 4 3-pointers in the first half.
Wright on Watson, and Wright scores. Pretty nice move. Justin Wright, good player at NC Central, transferred to LMU, averaging double figures, scoring.
I think if you're LMU right now, you just want to try to get a couple of stops here in the final 2 minutes. That's not going to help.
Brock Purdy hits a 3.
Hey, we saw the video of Patrick Mahomes playing basketball.
Yeah.
I bet you there's video of Brock Purdy playing basketball in Arizona growing up.
Juice Hill to answer. He does. LMU's offense has picked it up a little bit, but not getting many stops on this end.
If you can get this under 10, bring it down to about 8, maybe 7. Going into the half, I think you're feeling really good.
Still possible. Ike. Gave it up on the double team. And Greg drives, and they're going to call a foul, a block, maybe inside the restricted
area is what they pointed to.
So that'll be more free throws for Gonzaga.
Ben Gregg has added quite a bit since he moved into the starting lineup.
He has been really good. Big 12 women's basketball matchup Thursday night on ESPN. Couple top 15 teams. Number 12 Texas, number 13 Baylor in that brand new building. You were just there.
Foster Pavilion, unbelievable facility right along the river there in Baylor. Baylor, by the way, forced Texas into 23 turnovers in their initial meeting, as Baylor won its 14th consecutive game in Austin, Texas. Just some fun facts for you to simmer on for the next 30 seconds or so before we go to commercial break.
1:12 to go until halftime. So far, so good for Gonzaga. No look ahead yet with St. Mary's coming here on Saturday night. The big game of the year inside the kennel. Zags played really well in all aspects. Nembhard, Hickman, Ike, Watson down low, playing good defense. LMU ball trying to get a little closer going into that halftime locker room. Greg went for the steal. Mert Veladze went by.
Good job recovering out of rotations.
Turned into a pretty tough shot for Hill.
I think Hill hesitated on what would have been a wide open 3.
Down low, great entry pass to Ike from Watson. He's got 12 points on 5 field goal attempts. Biggest lead for the Zags. There is a difference between game clock and shot clock. Ike riding Hill. Shot clock winding down. It's another LMU turnover. 3-on-2. Nembhard flips it up. No whistle. Loose ball. Greg could not save it inbounds. 1.5 seconds on the clock.
They're just far too sloppy. And Stan Johnson's just got to tell his team, hey, let's value the basketball in the second half. We can start there. Everything else can come off of that.
13 First half turnovers.
They get 14.
Yeah, that'll go down as a turnover.
The Zags have won 157 consecutive games when they've led by more than 10 points going to the break.
45-29. Zags with the lead. Dallin, Seth. Yeah, I'm a little sensitive. Sorry. Jeep halftime report.
You're a play-by-play manager.
And welcome back to Super Tuesday, presented by Progressive. We get ready to start the second half. All Zags so far, 45-29, leading LMU here in Spokane. Dave Fleming, Sean Farnham. Man, the defense for really everything Gonzaga did in that first half, really impressive.
It was, but it's enhanced when your opponent throws you the ball more than they actually get shot attempts. And that was almost the case in the first 20 minutes for LMU. And they came out, they had 4 turnovers. In seemingly the first 3 minutes of the game. They had 8 turnovers at the 8-minute mark. They ended the first half with 13 turnovers, 16 points off of those turnovers, and so many of them allowed the ball to get downhill and in the paint. Gonzaga did an excellent job of playing through the post. Anton Watson, 4-4 shooting. Graham Ike, 4-5 shooting. The two of them combined for 22 of the 45 points in the first 20 minutes.
Zags had 8 steals. Watson had 3 of those. 3 different players, as you said, in double figures. All those points off turnovers. Shot the ball beautifully. If not for Alex Merkvaladze and Juice Hill, LMU would be totally out of this game. The good news for the Lions is they still have 20 minutes to go. And you and I were here last week. Gonzaga looked like they were ready to pull away and put the game away against USF and had to go down to the final seconds to win that game. So we'll see.
The difference was San Francisco had confidence because of how they played in the first half when they had a 1-point lead. LMU's got to find any kind of rhythm. And I think these first 4 minutes really important of just valuing the basketball and getting good looks at the offensive end.
It does feel like they need a good start here to the second half to have any kind of shot. Will Johnson had a really rough first half. Gets cut off. Merkvaladze, like the shot clock was winding down. There was still 10 seconds on the shot clock. Just heaved it up. And it's out of bounds off of LMU.
Not the start that LMU was hoping for. Nothing forced from Gonzaga in the first 20. Every shot was a good-looking shot.
Emhart lobs. Ike. Another dunk for Ike.
How'd they start the game?
Exactly like that. Pepe reverse, missed it. He's been way off. Nemhard, one on everybody, and nobody stopped him.
And what a start for Gonzaga here in the second half. They're playing with so much confidence tonight.
It's got to be discouraging for LMU. You know, they went in the locker room. Hickman just stole it right from Johnston.
He didn't still have to do anything.
Yeah.
Johnston just dropped the ball right in front of him.
Wow.
Like, you have to value the basketball. I mean, there's no on-ball pressure and you just drop the ball and give it to Gonzaga, they're going to make you pay at the other end of the floor. It's been a great start for the Zags. 3 of 3 here in the first minute and a half plus. High pick and roll. They played it early. They go back to it to start the second half. Graham Ike able to get above the rim and finish. He's got 14 points on 6 shots. That's good.
It's 51-29 Gonzaga. And Sean, the last play before we went to the timeout sort of sums up the whole night for the Lions.
Let's dribble the ball. Nope, can't do it. And you know, I guarantee you at halftime, all they talked about, guys, it has to start with valuing the basketball. And Nolan Hickman said, Coach, you need a timeout, and he wasn't lying.
He's a different kid right now, Nolan Hickman. It's kind of fun to watch. Come into his own, be more. He was a 5-star high school player, big-time high school player.
And he's had some great moments.
He has.
And for this team to be really good this year, he needs to have consistent great moments. And he's played a sensational game this evening.
Good help defense by Ike. Mark Veladze had a shot blocked by Ben Gregg. Now the ball ricochets around, pinball right off Gregg's face. Here come the Zags. I'm not counting turnovers anymore.
Okay.
Catch and shoot three. Good!
Beautiful pass out of the post. Graham Ike. You know, he's going to have to do a lot more of that as the season goes on. With as efficient as he is scoring the basketball, more and more teams are going to double team him. And those shots are going to be available, whether it be for Ben Gregg, a Nolan Hickman, a Dusty Stromer. And out of that pass, you've got to be able to knock down that shot.
Lea Pepe. Thiemann down low. Is he going to get a shot off? Blocked. That's a shot clock violation.
It's just, I love the energy right now that Gonzaga is playing with. And Ike sees it. They collapse in the paint. You overhelp because you don't communicate. You give up with a wide open three.
You roll back to the end of the first half. 13-0 run. Another open shooter. Hickman hits it.
If this is the tune-up for Saturday,
Oh boy,
it's a good one.
this is the best they've looked, I think, all year. Hill off the glass. Finally a basket for LMU. Nembhard. And even that one goes in.
Everything is falling right now for the Zags.
Dom Harris can't even get a shot off.
It's like the Isaiah Thomas in the, I took it personally.
Yeah.
I mean, they have turned his water off. And Dom Harris has had a very good year for LMU. Averaging almost 15 points per game. Best three-point shooter in the conference.
Yeah.
He cannot get a look.
Nembhard's got a matchup he likes, so does Ike. Nembhard goes all the way, missed the layup.
Oh, how about that?
Good!
Are you kidding me?
Ben Gregg with his back to the basket. Hill three, not even close.
We're up by 30.
30-point lead. Wide open.
Wow.
Got it!
I was asked this morning on a radio show on Sirius XM, has the window closed for the Zags? If that host is watching right now, he'll say, you know what? My bad. The window's still open. 15-5 on the year. The Zags have taken a little bit of time to figure it out and to gel. But this is a team that's playing with a lot of energy, a lot of joy. They're feeding off of the environment. They're making shots like this. You know it's not your night if you're an opponent, but the Zags are looking forward to the Gales.
True story. A trifecta of rivalry games can heat up the winter blues.
This is going to be a fight all night long.
First, number 4 Houston faces number 8 Kansas.
There's nowhere better than Allen Fieldhouse, nowhere.
Then it's round 1 of Duke, Carolina.
The best rivalry in college basketball.
And number 5 Tennessee takes on number 10 Kentucky.
Boy, if that doesn't get you going, I don't know what will.
Experience the blockbuster triple header Saturday on ESPN.
How about it? The 4th time in regular season college basketball history. It hasn't happened since December of 1994. 3 different AP top 10 matchups same day.
It's our Super Saturday. I mean, to me, the week, no NFL football this weekend.
And then you and I get to experience this place Saturday night to finish it all off.
St. Mary's currently undefeated. They play Santa Clara tomorrow night on ESPNU. And then they will travel up to Spokane.
And they got to prevent looking ahead. Gonzaga sure has done a good job of that tonight. Best rivalry on the West Coast, isn't it? Gales and Zags.
It is, and they've played more frequently than anybody in the country. All those great rivalries we were just talking about. The Zags and the Gales pretty much play 3 times a year, every year. Here's some fun stats.
Okay.
Because I'm just, 33-point lead, you start looking at numbers, right?
Yeah, give it to me.
So the team overall shooting 73%. The starters outside of Ryan Nembhard are 21 of 24 shooting in this game. That is 88% shooting from 4 of your 5 starters.
And meanwhile, LMU can't dribble.
That tends to be a problem in the game of basketball, Dave.
I mean, it's really, I watched this team up close on Saturday go toe-to-toe with St. Mary's and play really, really well. And this is a shell of that team.
It's not even close to who they are. And we've seen them in our preparation talking about this game. They've had turnover issues at times, but it has not been this egregious.
I mean, no rotation. Ike wide open, another layup. Just a total breakdown for LMU in every facet. And Gonzaga is taking advantage of it.
23 points off of turnovers. They have dominated every single phase of this game.
Great pass. Hickman. No, not this time. That would have been his career. He's already tied his career high for a game with 20. Tom Harris.
Ooh. A 0 pass possession. You're not shifting the defense. You're taking contested threes. You're turning the ball over. It is really tough to beat a team like Gonzaga when you're doing that.
Hickman all the way with the left hand.
There's the new career high. Where's the help side? Where's the getting into the gaps? Nolan Hickman just drove from the midcourt line straight down the middle of the paint.
The second half score is 23-2. 23-2 in 6.5 minutes. Harris finally hits a shot. And then the Zags, who sometimes are faster getting down the court off a made basket than they are off a miss. Stromer 3. Now a whistle before the shot, I believe.
Everything just in such a rhythm tonight. You're part of this program. There's a standard at a bar that Mark Few has set.
Yep.
We mentioned it's 703 victories, the second fastest all time in college basketball, to 700 career wins. You don't get there by losing many games. I mean, there's only so many games in a season, and their excellence and their level of excellence has set a standard that at times can seem unrealistic for most programs. In a season in which we've seen so many teams lose on the road in conference play, Gonzaga is the biggest game on every team's schedule, and all they continue to do is execute and find easy looks.
Dusty Stromer got the bucket, now gets back on defense and blocks the shot. Nice play. Nembhard coast to coast. Nembhard, no. Watson there to save it in bounds, and Ike will do the rest. Why not? Outworking him, outplaying him.
Dave, it is 27-4 here in the first 8 minutes of this second half.
Amazing.
How loud is this place going to be on Saturday?
The students are enjoying this one. The students haven't been around for many home games. Harris off the deflection hits the 3. And he might have hit his old pal in the face with an errant elbow, Nolan Hickman.
I think that happened Dusty Stromer when he tried to come back for that rebound, got his way. But the Zags are playing with emotion tonight. They're playing with a passion, a fire, a love of the game of basketball. And it's evident. It's also a little bit easier to love the game when you're shooting 70% from the field as a team.
Look at the score since we started the second half.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, it's all rock for LMU tonight. 27-7 in the second half. Zags leading 72-36. Heard Stu Jackson, commissioner of the West Coast Conference, talking about this. Top 3 teams in the league. Net rankings, USF has gone down to 58 now. Gonzaga at 31. St. Mary's at 21. One data point, just one, that the tournament committee will use. And the WCC's been so used to being comfortably a multi-bid league over the last many years.
Well, the thing with Gonzaga this year that's really different is the Quad 1 resume. And Quad 1 win means that you get a top 30 home win, a top 50 neutral win, a top 75 away win. Those are the numbers in recent years. 6, 12, 11, 8. They're at 0 right now.
Yeah.
Now they've got an opportunity coming up here on Saturday. They have a Quad 1 opportunity on their home floor. They have to get it. If they go to the West Coast Conference tournament, not winning the conference regular season, and without a Quad 1, well, then they're going to have to really do some work in Vegas. Now, plenty of opportunities before they get there to get a couple of Quad 1 wins. Both games against St. Mary's would be that. And if they play with the energy they're playing with here tonight and the attention to detail, which we've seen, I mean, this is as good as we have seen this Zags team play. Getting fouled.
Yeah, over and over and over again. And finally blew the whistle.
I mean, he was hit hard like at least 3 times. And Graham Ike with 20 points. He's 7th 20-point game in the last 10. And he has really broken off the rust of not playing for so long, and the transfer from Wyoming continues to improve every time he takes the floor.
Step back short. Ike on the bench at the moment. Huff, who's had his moments. You and I were there at Santa Clara. Played really well. Braden Huff.
Well, this is a good opportunity for Mark Few to maybe get some of the guys on the bench, Stromer and Huff, to try to build some confidence. I mentioned the last 2 games, only 10 points combined off the bench. Tonight they only have 4. So as great as everything's been, it's all been about the starters. It has not been about the reserves and guys coming off the bench. And I think as this game goes on, you'd like to see them get a little bit of confidence heading into the game on Saturday. Oh my goodness.
What a move.
I'm just going to leave you now, Dave.
Sean's left the building. 74-36.
Hickman left them like I just stood up and left you at the broadcast table. I mean, what was that?
Yeah. It was a great move. It's Nolan Hickman's night. Just back to the issue that you were talking about, the depth for Gonzaga. Even if Stromer, Huff get a little more confidence. This is Huff making his move. He is a skilled offensive player. Missed that shot. It's a tight rotation for Mark Few this year. It's a different Gonzaga team, and that's probably not going to change.
No, and what did he tell us last week when we were here? Is that he's had to do a little bit more. Nice shot by Dom Harris on a little step back. But he told us we've had to take a little bit of a page out of what St. Mary's has done in the past with some of their guards. With their guards, you're just not, you know you're not coming off the floor. You're just going to go out there and you're going to continue to play.
Nemhard and Hickman, they're games where they literally don't come out. I think Dusty Stromer getting a little extra confidence. That could help that issue. Just for some small, short bursts.
Nolan Hickman has 5 40-minute games and back-to-back 40 minutes played in a game. The last 2 games.
It's probably a nice thing for the Zags. Here it is Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And they get until Saturday to rest up and get ready for St. Mary's.
Nemhard has done it 7 times, by the way. So to your point, they just don't come out of the game.
Greg got the block. Dom Harris gets it back. I think Dom Harris has had 4 different shots blocked in this game.
Dave, this is the one that made me stood up and just leave the table.
You
and say
literally
good
took
night.
your headset off and walked away.
So watch this. Just poor communication, a little hesitation. Where are you going?
Oh, man.
Where were they? The man with the ball is probably the most important player. And he just looked in the opposite direction. They're like, what are you looking at, bro? What's over there?
2 free throws for Dom Harris. Missed the first.
You and I love coming up here, though. It's fun, and we've seen so many great games.
You feel for these students in that I think sometimes they can get caught up in this isn't as good of a team as we've had, and maybe it's not as fun to be at they're having fun tonight.
They're having fun, and they should have fun. College is about having fun. They get here early, they show up. Every game in this building's been sold out.
Huff makes his move with the foul. They're going to be camping before the game on Saturday. We got Tent City coming.
Yeah, I'll be going home, though, first. I'm not going to, I don't care.
Not you, the students will be camping.
I thought you said you and I were. I'm like, Dave, like, we're committed to the process, but that's a little bit much.
Yeah. I don't think we'd be able to post for the 7:30 tip if you and I were in a tent the night before. Huff completes a 3-point play. He is a skilled offensive player.
He is, and he's had some games this year where defensively he's also been good. That Santa Clara game, I mean, he's diving on the floor for loose balls.
Yeah. Short, right had a good look. Huff grabbed the rebound.
The front court tonight of Gonzaga is 18 of 20 from the field.
Ben Gregg, a rare miss from that front court, and then Huff just tipped it right in and had a word.
This is one of those nights, if you're LMU, that you just want to turn the page. You know, I mean, it really is. And I had it. I'm part of the team that had the worst loss in UCLA history. We lost by 48 points. It was miserable. The whole game was miserable. And the next 24 hours were miserable. But you've got to shake it off. And we did when I was at UCLA. We won the next game by 26 over Cal at the Cal Palace. But LMU is a much better team than which they showed tonight. That's a foul.
Went down hard. Merk Veladze tripped him. That'll be another LMU turnover. 81-40 with 7:10 to go. We'll be back right after this. The lineup for this weekend: Saturday afternoon NHL All-Star Game on ABC, ESPN Plus. Then on ESPN, Duke Carolina for the 192nd time Sunday afternoon. You got the skills competition at the Pro Bowl, the 7-on-7 game, and then the one that Mark Few has had circled for a long time. Sunday, 8:30 Eastern on ESPN. McEnroe and Sharapova against Agassi and Steffi Graf. You've played pickleball against Mark Few.
Mark Few loves pickleball.
Loves it.
And he's really good. In fact, he wouldn't actually play with me. He would just talk me through it. They just broke our sign behind us.
Lord. Okay. And we got a...
Well, Duke's playing Carolina. We're really excited. Going to be a great matchup.
ESPN. We love Duke Carolina. If
Literally,
you
they broke our ESPN sign right behind us. But you think about Carolina. Carolina was playing the best basketball in the country until they played David Stoudemire tonight at Georgia Tech. Now, that doesn't change overall what Carolina's been able to accomplish. Defensively, they've been really dialed in. But this Duke team keeps getting better and better as the season's gone along.
David Stoudemire, who did a nice job in the WCC at Pacific.
Our sign's on the ground now completely, Dave.
Oh, no.
Will they understand what network we're on if it's not behind us?
At least the sign's having a better night than LMU.
Oh, that's a...
Luka Krajinovic is in the game for the first time. So there's a little depth. Broke his hand. He was playing some minutes early in the year. He's got a chance as he gets back into game shape.
We watched him at shoot-around even last week, and he had like a little bit of rhythm to him. He could shoot the ball well from the outside. There's moments that are going to be like this in conference play where you build some confidence in a young player. If they see the ball go through the hoop, good things usually will follow.
The freshman from Croatia, who, I mean, he's made some shots in his limited minutes this year. He's definitely a guy that Mark Few can use the next month and say, okay, could he give us a couple big minutes in a game down the stretch?
Here's the reality of it, right? Is like, can you give me 3 minutes in the first half and 4 in the second half? Just to keep guys fresher late in the game. I think that's really key.
Jun Suk-Yo is in as well for the Zags. Dom Harris, another miss. So probably Ike, Watson, Nemhard, probably done for the night. Huff for 3, the big man. The player of the year in the state of Illinois, his senior year of high school. Harris, no. Lea Pepe, offensive rebound against Huff, kind of shoved him out of the way and scored.
It's not been an easy night for Lea Pepe. That's his first made field goal of the game. It's tough. If Dom Harris and Lea Pepe can't score, it gets really difficult.
Huff kind of falling off balance. Loose ball. Finally, LMU comes away with it.
Joe Few about to check into the game, Dave, with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left.
He's going to get a lot of run. Lea Pepe, 3.
He made his first field goal a couple of weeks ago in his career. He said he didn't have time against USD. He said he didn't have time to really celebrate it. That he had to get back in defensive transition. He did say
he is the coach's kid.
He did say in the locker room, though, he was able to celebrate a little bit, and it was a special moment with his dad.
He's got a chance to do some things here tonight, just waiting to get in this game.
They got to get Nolan Hickman out of the game.
Yeah. Lea Pepe. Maybe got caught in between. I don't know. Stromer, pull up. Too strong. Harris. Not the comeback night for Dom Harris that he envisioned.
3 of 13 shooting from the field, 9 points.
He's had as many shots blocked, more in fact, than he's made. Hickman. That's about the only shot that's looked like that from Nolan Hickman.
They just want to get Nolan Hickman out of the game.
Yeah. At some point, Mark, you might consider a timeout. Lea Pepe from the corner. That 3 goes down. And he's limping a little bit.
That's not a good sign for LMU moving forward.
LMU gets the weekend off. They don't play until the middle of next week. LMU's going to commit the foul to let Lea Pepe come out of the game.
Not good.
No. Make sure he's okay.
And he's walking off the floor immediately. He's not even stopping at the bench.
Headed toward the locker room. It's been that kind of night for LMU. Hopefully Kelly Lea Pepe's all right. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Progressive Insurance. Bundle home and auto and save. Visit progressive.com. It looked like that at the start of the game, and it still looks like that here inside the kennel. 86-48 total Gonzaga domination tonight.
Dave, you and I will be back up here on Saturday, on Friday night. Big event at the Davenport.
Yeah, give it a plug.
A little fundraiser for my involvement with Coaches versus Cancer. I'll be serving the flatbread that they named after me a couple years ago. But it'll all be for a good cause on Friday night.
Your picture is all over the hotel this week.
That's everybody's nightmare.
LMU turns it over. Down the lane and a bucket for Jun Suk-Yo. Laid it in.
19 turnovers, matches the most forced by Gonzaga this year and the most this season by LMU.
Wright hits the shot. Coach's kid is in. Joe Few got to check in. 3 minutes to go. Krajinovic. Huff's not afraid to get some shots up.
He's been watching those other guys score, roll in the paint all night long. It's like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get some of mine.
He's a good offensive player. That was not a criticism. Hill for 3. No. LMU offensive rebound. So now you and I get to look ahead to Friday night. If you're a local here in Spokane, come out to the Davenport Tower and raising money for Coaches versus Cancer. It's a great cause. Sean will be there serving them into everybody, and then
I'll get you a vegan one.
Well, I need it. Then we'll flip the switch and get ready for what should be awesome on Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night's going to be electric. It really is a great rivalry, and it's been dominated in large part by the Zags. But no team has beaten the Zags more than St. Mary's.
And I know this is sacrilege, but Duke and Carolina will be great. It'll be an unbelievable atmosphere. But if you put our game on, Rupp will be blowing up. But this will be as good as any of them. Off to the side, no good.
And significance for that game is going to be absolutely huge.
Yeah.
You know, the winner of that game is going to feel really good about their large chances. And you look at the winningest programs in the country. The Zags and the Gales have been doing it, and they've been doing it for a long time.
Harris to the bucket.
I think we got to find 15 in white right now.
Yeah.
Instead of double, drag, screen. Oh, they helped off and kick it. Oh, they looked him off.
He was open.
June looked him off. Never good if you want to get extra minutes to look off the coach's kid when he's wide open in the corner. They double team you.
We're window dressing for LMU. Here's Joe Few racing it into the front court. Krajinovic all the way. Switch to the left hand. And missed it. We're letting a few things go here in the last minute. I'm in favor of that. They called a foul before the shot. Come on, count the bucket. It's a good little move. I think the students haven't figured out that they didn't count the basket.
It doesn't matter. At this point in time, Dave, everybody's just having fun.
And it goes down. You can see why they're excited about Krajnovic's potential.
Well, there's a fluidity to how he plays. I mean, just stepping into that shot. We're having fun with this game, obviously, right? It's a 34-point lead. So you can have a little bit of fun with it, right? But for the players out on the floor right now, this is an opportunity to gain confidence. You never know how the season's going to play out, when your number might be called.
I think number 3's got a chance to be somebody who plays some important minutes. That's a good move.
You're telling me when you've got 10 points off the bench in the last 2 games that this young man isn't going to be a weapon as the season progresses and start getting included in the bench production?
I guarantee you his coach is thinking that right now.
Like,
okay.
Like, that's a good move that he just threw out there. A little hesitation, extending out drive against length.
By the way, LMU diving for that loose ball, called a timeout, but they don't have it.
So Few will go to the free throw line. They're trying to knock it down for the Zags. And
usually the home team says, oh no, be quiet when our guy's on the free throw line. Nolan Hickman's over there waving the towel.
Look at Mark. Mark's got this big smile. He's yelling.
That is not easy.
No, it's not.
Not easy. He loves coaching his kid. Absolutely.
And he loves wearing the uniform. We saw it with Izzo's son earlier this year when he made the bucket for Michigan State. It's great. You understand, when you and I started covering this game, Joe Few was playing with matchbox cars behind the bench.
It's true.
And running around at shoot-around.
We've watched him grow up.
He literally has grown up in this uniform and in this building. And so these moments are special, and they should be celebrated.
Final seconds of this one. What an impressive night for the Zags. That's a block for Yo. And I think the Zags now are just going to let the final seconds tick off the clock.
Impressive performance from the Zags. Best game they've played all season long. And perfect timing with the St. Mary's Gales showing up in town on Saturday night.
Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Linda and Stan standing by, all kinds of college hoops, NBA, and much more. SportsCenter follows us for Sean Farnham. Dave Fleming saying so long from Spokane. All Zags, 92-58 the final.